So, fun fact, OBS got an update. And it's been kind of interesting adjusting to it this morning because I didn't realize until like last night when I updated it. But it's been really confusing because they took away the part where buttons that you have activated, like you're streaming, hey, look at this, or you have a replay buffer going on. For some reason, they're now the same color as if you don't have that stuff going on, which is honestly kind of annoying. Anyways, hello everybody. It's been a few weeks. It's been a little bit. Took a little bit of a break. Took a little bit of a detour this last Sunday and Friday. I was going to stream last Friday, but I decided that I had some other stuff I needed to do, so. But hello, hello. Our fleet has drastically changed since we last saw it about 3 weeks ago? God, has it really been 3 weeks since we did a live stream for Railroader? Goodness gracious. Oh god, hold on. Do we have a modding compatibility issue? You serious? Oh boy. What cars did we accidentally delete? What do you mean lost and found? Oh no. Wait, did we accidentally delete just part of our trains over here? Or are these like cars that were specifically sitting at an industry? Hello Jack, hello Winter, hello Mikey, welcome to the stream, welcome to the stream. Yes, long time no see. We've been out for 2 weeks, 3 weeks for Railroader. Okay, you know what? Since I don't know where these were... Oh. Never mind, I guess I figured out where these were. I guess this answers my question. Oh, did we screw up the tracks? We screw up the lark of fuel here? Oops. Oh well, we'll fix that later. Oh well. Yeah, I'm trying to join. Do you know where the password is? Train a player, you are actually not a member. I messaged this to you about 3 weeks ago that we're going to be making some changes. You have not been a member since before the last live stream that you joined. Probably Cars on a Track that was edited. Yeah, Cars on a Track that was edited. Speaking of edits, I went out of my way and made it so that we actually use the unused yard texturing. I don't know if this is something that's in the base game or if it's something that was added by a mod or something, but it changes the color of the ballast, and so I've been using this on industries and on yards and whatnot, and it really helps to make the area pop, you know? Glad I could tune into this stream, considering that the week I had since my oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Gildan. That sucks. Just to wash away the pain by watching us run these massive trains. Speaking of massive trains, though, you know what's really funny about this stream? I said, you know, the title's like Big Trains, Bigger Engines, right? We've obviously got the Santa Fe. We now also have the C-55. We have a D-46. We have a C-46. We've also, of course, got the F units all the way out here at the head end of this coal consist. The funny thing is, the engine that I've chosen today is literally the smallest engine that we have on the railroad. Am I lined? Is the turntable lined? The turntable is not lined. We we got an 060. It is now the formal smallest locomotive on the line because we've sold off literally all of the rest. And this is the engine we're running today. Big engines, baby. Trades will make me feel right. I'll live. Yeah, we'll get through this. we will just sit back, relax, and laugh at the funny exploding choo-choos as somebody head-on rams the passenger train. Sorry about that. Life's just been in the way. Train-a-player, it has literally been 3 weeks. If your life has been so busy that you haven't been able to do that, I'm very sorry, because, geez, that's a lot of stuff to do in 3 weeks. How much is modded? Very. Okay, it's not extremely modded, but we have a lot of sort of, like, things to help make the experience vanilla plus. Though today we're going to be exploring the one mod that really doesn't feel like the vanilla game. And adds a lot of something new. Yeah, about half the mods I use in my save. Yeah, most of them are just like small quality of life changes. This Chicago Northwestern class. Oh, is this not the USRA 060? Is this a Chicago Northwestern prototype? I just assumed this was the USRA engine. Glad to report that I've now recovered from the wisdom teeth surgery. Let's go. You can now stop eating purely ice cream. Unless you want to eat ice cream. Am I late? Not really. Hello, Corey. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. CNNW M-1 was considered to be the basis for the USRA 060, the only USRA engine. Oh, so like... Hold on. 1 second. Where's the sound effect? Where's the notification? I do remember that some of the engines that the USRA did were were basically like, hey, what if we just copied this design and slightly improved it from somebody else? Kind of like with the, what was it, the H8? And how that was converted to the USRA articulated. Oh my god, out of the corner of my eye, don't you mean witty stir? The puns have already begun. No. It's helping me not hide from my disability. Hey! I'm glad to hear that you've been inspired by my videos. It is still kind of funny to me though, because that one specifically talking about this PNG tuber and whatnot. I kind of just had it. It's been sitting in the back burner for like 6 months, and then I just uploaded it, and I forgot exactly what was said on it. I don't know why I never published it until recently. The puns never stop. The puns are eternal! You know what else is eternal? How much switching we're going to be doing today. Look at this glory. The H8 was an it was an Allegheny. What? Wait, why did I think it was the H8 then? Well, how did my brain convince itself that it was an H8? Finally playing Railroads Online again. I couldn't play it after the switch to Unreal 5, and my old computer ran like crap, but I now have a better computer. Let's go, let's go. You're just in time, you can, you, you can play right before the update where they had that tiny, dinky little 060. Recently got a 10-wheeler. It's a T17. That's an interesting choice. T17 is like... I feel like if there's any engine that's underappreciated, it's definitely the T17, probably because so many people played with it in the early game. And like the G16, it's just... It's if you're looking for a cheap engine, money-wise, it's better. We need more T17 love. Got it for West Bryson because I felt like I need, you know. I mean, that's probably what an engine like that would have been used for near the end of its lifespan, though. It would have been hijacked and used as a switcher, which is really funny to me. Ah, yes, here's this fancy, this 460, this high-speed engine that could also be used for freight service occasionally. But nope, nope, it is very much a switcher for a very big yard. Guess who's making mac and cheese? Me! I'm making mac and cheese right now on stream. We're having a mukbang and you cannot stop me. Having to announce that my trip to Halifax this week. Halifax is a massive harbor city, so I'm hoping to see some massive container ships that come in here. Over 100,000 ton. Jesus. Those are, chunky boys. Is Halifax on the east or the west coast of Canada? I'd assume east because I don't hear about it too much, but I could be wrong. While I'm watching you, Railroader, I'm playing Railroader with my friends. Hey, we did this so you could Railroader. Wow, you Railroader. Hey babe, we put some Railroader in your Railroader so you could Railroader as you Railroader. Unfortunately, I lost my old save, so I had to start over, but luckily I seem to be progressing faster than I did last time. Yeah, they've really added a lot of nice quality of life changes to help make it nice and quick to progress, you know? Especially when it came down to track laying. The DNRGW used K-37s as the Durango switcher at some point. It's like the Sumter Valley buying their articulateds just to use them as shop engines. It's actually the easternmost city, the largest easternmost city. Oh, God, I can't words. I can't think. I understand what you're trying to say. I just don't understand how to word that. Took my idea for the Southern Utopia and Caliente Kingdom states. This sucks. And a log car riding another log car. What you need is one of those DNRGW gondolas riding on top of 2 Greg sugarcane flats. That's what you need. I like to think it was the 10-wheeler I sold and pretty much bought it again because they need... Hey, car dealer, do you still have that car I sold you last week? By any chance? Can I just buy that back from you at, like, 10% extra price? Heyo, Nate, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Sometimes either start a new game with the stock starter engines or just sell them after doing the one round trip passenger train and sell them to buy an A23 and a G25. For me, I've played enough with the starter engines that I've kind of just specifically started selling them off immediately and replacing them and taking on a small loan. Like, even before I do the one round trip of passenger service. Actually, where Titanic's sister, RMS Olympic, docked when she was a troop ship in World War I. I believe they have some artifacts from her in the Maritime Museum, so we'll have to go see that. Ooh. Excuse me. My schnoz is not happy whenever I'm live streaming for some reason. At this point, we should rename the whole West Coast to the state of Birdie. God. This is just I don't know why this is very specifically reminding me of something stupid I did last night, but this is reminding me of the really bad Thomas the Tank Engine character. I shit my pants. New OC, do not steal. I feel like I'm gonna have to add some context to that comment. Have you ever heard of or played a game called DayZ? I feel like I've heard of it, but no, I haven't played it. I feel like that's a zombie survival game. I don't really do zombie survival games too often. And Smudger. Oh yes, Smudger. Also, I love that it's censored I love shit my pants in chat. Like, it shows up on stream, but it doesn't show up in chat. Classic. Ooh? There happens to be a coal drag climbing the hill today. Would you look at that? No pants, but we do get to mention the DSPNP. Coal fired. Is there somebody else in the region? No. Passenger service is catching up, though. Speaking of Thomas, in modding news, a Strasbourg Thomas is now available along with a 2-truck Shay on the Railroader Discord. Ooh. I thought there was a Thomas around for a little bit, though, by now. Notice something funny, my S23 has the same whistle like Pip. It's a good whistle. It's a great little whistle for this engine. Formal, but still a little bit light, you know? Shay has no animations. So what you're telling me is we have a T-posing Shay hauling 12 cars of logs up a hill. Up a 10% grade. Is the Shay no longer a only $200? Or do they finally fix the pricing? Oop. Well, oh, there we go. Okay, chat was just taking a second to catch up. I saw all the messages on the right side of my screen over where chat is in this area, but they weren't showing up in my chat preview for some reason. That's weird. The works, there's a Willamette in the... Ooh, a Willamette. I like myself a Willamette. I mean, no surprise, considering my ON30 Railroad's name, but I like Willamettes. Along with the Sierra Railway short combo. Hey, that'll be fun, having the dinkies. Those goofy, tiny things. That'll be a blast. Took the heavy sawmill freight that was supposed to go to Silva and took it to Bryson with Wilmot freight. By the time I was done, I had 1,600 tons to carry up to Government Island with a T-22. Had to buy a G-25. The fact that you made it that far with just a T-22, though, that's pretty heckin' impressive. I know I've definitely struggled with some with some loads going up there with a G25. Speaking of the Sierra, I'll be heading to California this August. Ooh, so I could see the WRS A11. Nice. I need to convince my dad to go down to Cali sometime. I've got quite a few online friends who happen to be in Cali, and it would be so much fun to visit the Sierra. I visited it before, but I was like 5 years old at that point in time. Thomas the Spank Engine said to the flat controller, "I'm a mean, clean, slapping machine." Yeah, how do you think he gets the troublesome trucks in order? Just a loud smacking noise in the background, and then the loudest scream you've ever heard. There are 30 cars that had to go to Bryson today. I'm not joking. Oh man, you should have seen what it was like today then. We had like 50. All going to Bryson. Actually, you will see, because we're gonna be running the trains around here. Ha. Eventually, we can actually count how many cars we got, because every single one of them will be... Actually, no, not every single one of them will be passing through me. Oops. I think the passenger train's coming to go right now. What track is that? This is the West Bryson's Industry mod. It adds a massive industrial park out west of Bryson, along the riverside. God, that's such a pretty passenger train. Especially now that we have the P-43 at the helm. Hey OS, welcome to the stream, what's up is that we are running the smallest engine on the railroad on a stream where I've titled it Big engine, big trades, big engines, or something like that. Gonna play some railroads online while watching the stream. Maybe get a new loco and finish my ridiculous coal mine. Give it a 28.8%. My P43 nearly ran out of coal today. That's impressive, honestly. Reaching that point, because I feel like you'd run out of water first, and running out of water is in its own right is an uphill battle. You need one of those DSB tractor locos from that new mod. I think it's a lawnmower with the cabin couplers. Oh, I think somebody showed that to me. It might. I'm not sure if it's actually that specific mod, but there was this tiny little. It looked kind of like a rail bus, but if they didn't make it a bus and just tried to make it into the smallest diesel possible. And they just had it sitting next to an F-71. What does that thing have? Like 3 horsepower? What did you assign to the passenger train for the Alarka branch? Considering the fact that we got modern engines, I say you go get a Little River 110 for the branch. Because the branch is actually our main line at the moment, with the P43 is actually just the passenger engine, because we don't have anything out to Almond yet. We are considering adding a mod that adds an industry out here, though, beyond Brooks, but not quite at Almond. But the problem is, we have to make the mod ourselves, so it might take a while. It's not set realistic at all, lol. The thing has 20,000 pounds of tractive effort? Hot damn. I know small diesels can be strong, but yeah, no, that seems a little bit more powerful than I would expect. For me, I had a Class 48 named Helpy Helperton to push trains up a 3% grade. Now, what you need a Montezuma to help trains push up a 3% grade. That's the big brain play right there. Aha, there is a, I'm going to assume this number 3 is Holly. Yeah, it's Holly. It's not, it's not the actual number 3. Entering Bryson. Hold on. From where? Wait, who's driving? I'm confused. Who's driving what train? Oh, Nina's probably doing both coal drags at the same time. Never mind. I see. My brain is very angry that you didn't align the boxcar doors with the ramps. Don't worry. We'll do that later. Because we're going to get a replacement car for this, and eventually we'll fix that and actually make them look nice. Eventually. TM. Oh, I got a handbrake on. I'm stupid. Speaking of running out of water, if I had the idea for a realistic steam mod. So you had sight glass, fire temp, water slosh, safety popping cylinder cocks being functional. Good luck with that. I may be on fire, don't worry, it's only chemicals. Don't worry, we're just going to have a massive explosion. We're going to we're going to roleplay as Norfolk Southern today. Working on a mod. I mean, I actually did make a mod. Kind of. It's a little buggy at the moment, though. And you can see the bugs best up here in Alarka, because due to the way that I set it up, this track over here, which is supposed to be L Smith Machining B5, I kind of just deleted it on accident. And I did the same with Alarka Fuel R1. Oops. So that's something we're going to have to fix. But you can see that we've actually changed the road bed on like these yard tracks over here and whatnot. So working on a mod, I've already made a mod, kind of. Mudge is on the... Oh, okay. I thought you were on the F7s. I see. Okay. So nobody took the Alarka train? Dang, no love for the Alarka haul. This is so sad. Can we hit 50 likes? You're using Alina's mod editor for that? Yep. We actually still have it active right now. I could continue rebuilding if I wanted to. Or map editor, not mod editor, but close enough. Wish I had a PC so I could play Railroads Online and Railroader. Oh, now is as good a time as any to start saving up. You can probably play this on like a $400 to $600 PC, especially if you were to build it yourself. Oh, gads, that's well, I guess we got our work cut out for us today, huh? Hey, Orson, welcome to the stream. Welcome to my hell. I think you mean my heaven. Thank you very much. Oh my god, you madman. You know, I find it funny that you're Dutch dropping that Caboose radio, even though you're gonna have to turn around your engine eventually. Probably just getting it onto that track. I don't know. I thought you were gonna be trying to get it onto that track so you could run around it and hook up to the back with your tender, but I guess I misread the situation. Boop. Boop. Heyo, Jacob E. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Wanted it on that track so I could just head to the turntable light. You know, that's fair, that's fair. I find it funny that you specifically had your engine go on the main line and you didn't consider going onto the siding yourself, then unhooking the caboose, and then going back onto the main. Alright, let's get these cars over to their the yard track over here. I get paid negative $20 a month. If I can save time, I will. It's only negative 12. We upped your wages. My roads aligned fleet currently consists of 2 Montezumas, a Eureka, 2 Glenbrooks, and a whole lot of pay. 15 Betsy's. I almost thought he was trying to get the Caboose to overtake him. Caboose racing. How fast can you get your Caboose to the other end of your engine? Actually, that could be a really fun little, like, silly video. Just wanted to mention how ridiculous my line to the smelter is. It's all a 1.5% grade and there are so many bridge loops. It looks so stupid. New challenge. Build the entire route to the smelter at 0.5%. Just drank a gallon of cranberry juice. I hope you have an open bathroom stall in about an hour's time. Stream is already 44 minutes long, and I've only seen 3 minutes of it maximum. No worries. There's no strict obligation. Oh yes, you're subscribed to my channel. You have to watch. Nah. If you got other things you're interested in or other things you need to do them. We're just here to have a good time and. This isn't like I'm forcing you to file my taxes. As for my Rose Online sign, hold on, Alt Q, right? Alt 1. I might have to change a keybind here in a moment. Hold on. Hotkeys, yes. No, save replay. Apply, okay. Yeah, that's much better. There we go. Much better. Because I'll do literally anything to procrastinate on finishing my novel. I've started writing a YouTube series. This time it's something actually feasible for me to do. I damn well know that mood, TK. I know that experience. I'll file your taxes. Just need that social security number and the routing for your bank account. Oh, God. The funny thing is, Wes, that reminds me of like 3 different subjects I wanted to bring up on stream. Couldn't participate in that. I am very good at unaliving Caboose. This isn't how I came up with my name, but you would say I could say my name is Celestial Caboose because all the Caboose I touch are sent to heaven. It's like the Midas's touch, except it's Caboose manslaughter touch. Caboose manslaughter touch. I know how to words. Alright, so how many cars here are actually still loading or loaded? 1, 2... Oh, gods. This is, This is gonna be an interesting switching job. Alright, so... Funny subject number 1. This happened the week after Streamathon. Somebody used my email to sign up for multiple 18+ websites. And a job hunting website. And I'm not sure if this was somebody trying to actively troll me, or if it was just somebody trying to hack my account, or if it was somebody who just got the email wrong, but fortunately nothing else has come out of it other than me getting some really weird emails from a certain hub that I very much did not sign up for. Got kind of concerned I was almost going to get scammed for a little bit there, but no, I survived. I didn't get Thanos snapped. So subject number 2 was I actually got invited into some sort of small YouTube program of some kind. Like, straight up from YouTube. But I thought that was a scam at first, too, and I had to go through some fact-checking just to double-check and make sure it was actually a Google-related, Google-associated thing. Apparently, these last 2 weeks I've just been hit with a lot of scary scam alarm bells on the back of my head. And number 3, online security. I've had to restart this, unfortunately, because all the progress I had previously got kind of scuffed. But we might be getting a P.O. box a week before my birthday. Emphasis on might. I still need to find a second form of identification that I should have, but I don't know where it is. But we might actually have a way for people to send me stuff, and more importantly, a way for me to sell stuff, you know? a way for me to, like, paint up passenger cars and poach them on eBay or something. Hey, it was Stuke. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Why did I have a voice crack there? Yeah, long time no see. Last 3 weeks. Admittedly, I haven't streamed for like 2, but have you suffered from a hotboxing game lately when not on stream? So far, no. We got a little bit complacent with hotboxes because I kind of forgot they existed. But the lowest that anything has ever gotten on any one of our trains was 20%. Though that does remind me, I should be checking my oil bearings. I think we're gonna be fine with the cars that are already here, but like, oh boy. PNG bathwater for sale when? Oh, you know the sad thing is, radio. I know some people who would actually try and buy that off of me. Like, unironically, would request me to make that. Well, bad news, suckers. I shower. Had one at 24% earlier in this guy. Nina, I won't lie. We might have left a lot of the ones on your cuts really low just to see if you would notice. just as a sort of little skill check. Someone's gonna make a mod of a stir bathwater tank car. You know, maybe that's the mod we need to make. We don't need to make a mod that adds a cool mining industry out by Brooks. We don't need to make a mod that fixes the problems with the mod I've already made. No, we very specifically need to make Stir's Bathwater Consortium. What kind of savage takes baths? I don't want to soak in my own dirt, do you? You know, you say that, I know one person who takes a bath every day. My dad does. He takes one very consistently at the same time every morning. Get the trash bill in your name or something for that second form of ID and a cheesy credit builder. Yeah, exactly. Easy. Actually, I don't think that would work, unfortunately. I think they do have some very specific forms of ID that they request for a P.O. box. Unfortunately. Fortunately, however, it does seem that if I get a P.O. box, I don't actually need to have the box. Like, I can just order a P.O. box and just have it so my mail is routed straight to my doorstep anyways. The Father Stir Bathwater. Hot tub livestream when... Hopper of uranium, a boxcar of fish, a car carrying spare fingers, headed to Appalachia hardwoods, a car of locusts departing from Locust, Pingo, etc. You might have to make your own load IDs in order to make that work, but that would be really funny. I will concede. The Locust Pinko one. Whoa! Plague be upon ye! Oh, hold on. Let me just... No. Reverse. Passenger. Select literally everything. Copy to coupled. Still want a uranium mine, not gonna lie. Hey, what do you think our mine mod is gonna be? Okay, admittedly, our plan was mainly to have this be an iron mine, but it could be a uranium mine in the area. Hypothetically. Okay. I did mention uranium once. Yes, you did. You did. Once upon a moon. Worst fear is spiders. My second worst is snakes. There was once a 45-foot long snake called Titan Boa. It could swallow a person whole. Yeah, most snakes... Can't most snakes swallow a person whole, though? Isn't that just a thing they can do? A sturanium mine? Radio? That is absolutely genius. And Mudge, we need to change what the mine is actually exporting now. We are legally obligated to indulge the pun. The dam was created to generate power for a uranium processing facility. Wait, in reality? Like, I know there's a couple of dams that were in the region around this sort of railroad. Oh, wait, these need to be on specific tracks? One of these needs to be on R1 and some of these need to be in R2? Oh, that's interesting. That's neat. What's the use for Uranium? Is it safer than uranium, or is it to improve cringe memes? Mostly to improve cringe memes. It's actually more dangerous than uranium because sometimes you'll improve the cringe memes to a point where they're not funny anymore at all. Is it the Larka drag? I assume that's the Larka drag, right? Ah, it's the Larka drag. Heyo, Roberto. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Forgot to mention that at some point my AC broke at home and we're stuck without cooling for a week. That... Ow. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. I mean, I say that, but I straight up just don't have AC. We don't have air conditioning in the area. How'd you get West Bryson Industries to work? Easy. We just did the normal modding process. West Bryson Industries is weird because it requires some mods to be installed using the Unity mod manager and some of them to be installed using Railroader. Last time I had it, it was borked as hell. Also, I had a little bit of an issue with modding recently where I literally just forgot to run Railroader to make sure it was patched into the game properly. Uses Railroader only now? Oh, okay. Sweet. Ooh, what's this new mod? One that has a giant uranium reactor at Andrews? Yes, please! Actually, Andrews could be a really... I know we don't have it unlocked, but like, the Andrews region, you could totally add some funny... There's just such huge open areas. And so you could, if you wanted... Imagine adding a missile silo. We're excited for the GE44 tonner that's being worked on right now. It will be perfect for switching into Larka or even with the West Bryson Industrial Estate mod. Yeah, once the GE44 tonner comes out, we're absolutely adding it, and we're absolutely grabbing one for West Bryson Industries. Like, zero doubt in my mind about that. I'll show you later, but I included the new version of the assets in the pack. Oh, I forgot to update when you sent the new pack this morning. I probably should have. Really, a coal power plant is boring. Delivering fuel and supplies to a nuclear reactor seems fun. Maybe if you're late enough, it melts down. Oh no, we lost, like, one locomotive. Whatever, it's fine. We'll just pay the insurance money. Just adds your mod in the asset pack. Yeah, I didn't add the asset pack, though. I didn't bother. And we'll have to update my mod, because clearly it's got a couple of issues. If Andrews actually had more industries in use, I'd probably start to treat it more seriously. As is, its dollar store Silva. It's being sold on eBay for 10 times what anyone would ever pay. So what you're saying, Radio, is we need to add even more industries. We need to just literally copy Snowbird paper and make a second Snowbird. To be fair, nuclear plants don't require that much fuel, so you'd service it like once or twice a month. Yeah, but if you ever forget to service it, even for a minute... Kaboom, Rico. Kaboom. Wait. Freight's coming fast. Yeah, it certainly is. This is you getting over the red marble gray. There's a mushroom cloud in the distance. Yeah, and if you fail, it just permanently leaves the mushroom cloud in the background. You can't ever change the weather again. Heyo, Ginger, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. It's going well today. We're currently just having a calm session, switching out West Bryson. Weather. Nuclear winter. Weather. I set off a bomb in my house. On my save, we just don't have a contract with the Silva paperboard. Yeah, it makes a ton of money, but I have this really cool thing called a life. See, for me, my problem with Silva paperboard, and the reason I like West Bryson Industries, even though it's basically just big Silva paperboard but in Bryson, is because there's actually a mainline run to get there, you know? Even in this state, you have to go from East Whittier into Bryson, you know? But with Silva, it's like, hey, the interchange is literally right here, and here's your industry. Good luck. I don't know, it just doesn't, it rubs me the wrong way. I did hear from game devs that there may be a grain elevator added to Andrews at some point. Ooh, that'd be exciting. That'd be a nice change of pace and an excuse to run that way. I just don't like Silva because of how much work it is and how far away the spots are. See, I do kind of like how far away each spots are. I mean, why do you think I'm switching to West Bryson right now? I'm enjoying this, but at the same time, like, I don't know, something about it is just off. Silva has too few industries. To me, Silva has the right amount of industries, they're just too big. And it's a little bit too much switching density between the interchange and the industries you actually have to sort. Hypothetically, if there was said nuclear power plant, it could be used to electrify some lines and run all GG1s, E44s, and, if stars aligned, my beloved GM10B. I don't actually know the GM10B off the top of my head. I recognize the others, but hold on. Oh, I recognize these engines vaguely. Wait a minute, how many wheels do these engines have? What? Silva side is my favorite part of the map. I love the run to and from Silva. I love the route between East Whittier and Silva. I think that's great. I feel like Silva itself is a little bit scuffed, you know. There goes the coal drag. Or at least one of the coal drags. Mara's the line with world now officially has a Master Chief bridge, named so because it's exactly 117 meters long. I don't get the reference. I don't understand. Well, West Bryson Industries has you going there every 2 days to switch, and it doesn't make sense that the cars are first loaded are always the ones in the rear. Keep calm and blame the weird game programming, I guess. Halo. Yeah, I know Halo, but oh, Master Chief's number is 117. Aha, there's the answer I was looking for. Little Joe's on Red Marble. Dude, a Little Joe on Red Marble would be so awesome. I'd love to see that. It would be the perfect locomotive for the grade. Need the Milwaukee Toad. Road, not Toad, not the Toad. I'm sorry, but the little mushroom guys from Mario, they own a railroad now. Are you playing on the new update? I updated the game yesterday and it broke my mods. Yes, I am playing on the new update. The thing is, Ginger, it broke my mods too, but the thing, I forgot to do one kind of important step. All you need to do, Ginger, is rerun Railloader. Just on its own, not installing a mod, just open Railloader to patch it. That's all it takes. Sorry I didn't mention that to you sooner. It's fine. I'm just an idiot. It's okay. Also, speaking of an idiot, hey, let's repay some of that loan real quick. There. Bam. What sacrifice do we have to make so you create our electric dreams to reality? Uh, 2 kidneys and a firstborn child. The firstborn child has to have its kidney. It's required that the firstborn child still retains its kidney at the time of transfer. Why is there a random steel frame boxcar in the middle of the map? Where at, Nina? Next to Whittier. Hold on. Uno momento. Get this engine beyond this switch. Whittier proper or East Whittier? It's like under the map? What? I can't... I don't know how to see it. I'll send a screenshot in chat. Okay, hold on. What the? Does it have a waybill? Is there a destination it wants to go to? Or is it just there? That's strange. Weird. Yeah, it's definitely under the map. It's just floating in the void. That's what the parts box car is. What? Nope, it's not a parts box car, actually. It is. It's not even for our railroad. It's for somebody else's railroad. It's for GCL. For some reason. That's strange. That's weird. GCL Gold Coast Lines. I'm not sure if it's Gold Coast Lines. I don't remember the name. I don't recall. Excuse me. God. Came out of nowhere. Poor thing got sent to the Shadow Realm. Exactly. It's like that one video of the Fat Controller just Thanos snapping an engine. I'm sending you to the Shadow Realm. No! Thought of the starting equipment of the interurban version of Railroader. You start off with a freight box motor and an electric wooden coach to carry passengers. That'd be a good place to start. Though personally, I feel like I would prefer a steeple cab over a box motor. I just feel like steeple cabs are a little more iconic, personally. And they're small, so they fit well. Pay no attention to the significant damage deduction on this car. Uh-oh. We almost lost half the money off that contract for that. Holy cow. Nice. Was GM&O, Gulf, Mobile, and Ohio. Bit of an iconic railroad name. I'm not sure it's really an iconic railroad, but you know, Gulf, Mobile, and Ohio is just very memorable to me for some reason. I don't know much about the actual railroad itself, though, for some reason. Chicago Interurban did have Little Joe's. Yes, the South Shoreline had Little Joe's for a while. Unfortunately, South Shoreline are cowards and they use regular diesels. Like, bro, you've still got electrification, please. Why'd you abandon it all? I'm playing this game called Warframe. I've heard of Warframe. I used to have a lot of friends who played it, but I feel like it sort of stopped over the years, found other interests. Personally, I want to start with Railroader with a 260 and a Doodlebug. That would be a good starter consist. Unfortunately, no Doodlebugs. How about this narrow gauge Railroader? See, I actually kind of like the standard gauge nature of this game, though. It's a nice change of pace, especially compared to the especially compared to how much ON30 modeling I like doing. And how obsessed I can be over trying to find a single prototype. Love if in the future they just release different maps. Same gameplay style, just different layouts. I would love that too. I would love to see that too. I remember off camera I actually talked, I believe it was to Mudge. It might have been to Mudge and Radio, but I remember I talked a little bit about the idea of using the Mount Hood Railroad. I think the Mount Hood would be a really funny challenge map, and a really fun challenge map too, because of the switchback that it has so early on, but it's also got a nice industry density and an interesting mainline run. Donk. Wasn't paying enough attention there. But we didn't get any car damage. We're good. We're safe. We're alive. We survived, mostly. Oh wait, no, I didn't. I'm an idiot. I'll need to look into the Mount Hood. Don't know much about it. I don't know much about its history, but I just know its modern era. The modern era railroad actually runs up. It starts in Hood River, Oregon, and it stays in Oregon. And the railroad currently runs some freight services and excursion services, but I feel like the actual track arrangement is like perfect for the amount of industries that it would have to experiment with, you know, to mess around with. And it's like a 5-station route. They're very short station stops, but I don't know, I like it. I think it would be fun. What about the Tillamook branch for Railroader? You'd have to find an older variation of the Tillamook route of the port of Tillamook Bay, because in its current state, there's like literally zero industry served after the washout that happened. I feel like that would be a really beautiful route, but my one concern with it is that the mainline run from Portland out to what's that one town that's close to Manzanita that starts with a W that I cannot name for the life of me, but the run basically from the coastal towns where the actual industries would be all the way inland to Portland is huge. Like, basically the entirety of this railroad, it's like, okay, maybe not 50 miles, but it's like, what would it be? It's like 40 miles of track? Also, I hear somebody descending the hill, I think. Yep. Sorry, wait, I missed the passenger train? How did I not see the passenger train? It would have been passing me by like 5 feet. What the heck? I love a Midwestern mock-up railroad, but it'd be the most boring out there. Hey, it could be fun for some people who really just want to get those shots of the roaring prairies. 40 miles of mainline here, and Blighty has 264 stations, 3,000 miles of goods yards, and 1,287 engines. Meanwhile, here in the US, you'll get like 5 engines tops, and like 2 passenger stations in 40 miles. I do think the Port of Tillamook Bay could make for a really fun railroad if you want to have really long mainline runs with some sort of dense switching at both ends of the line. It could be fun to make a variant of that. Heyo, Locke, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We're sort of vibing and doing some switching out here in West Bryson. talking about some hypothetical potential alternatives for like new railroader maps. I was thinking of modeling the Tillamook branch in HO. It is a good branch to model. It's absolutely an excellent branch to model. I mean, it's straight up Ginger. It's been the inspiration for the Willamette Port Garrity. Like the river scene we're gonna have, where I'm straight up taking photos from the Oregon Coast Scenic Railroad and using those as inspiration for the river. It's the Crooked Michigan logging run with a 20% grade that sent NG 440s, narrow gauge 440s up to high speed. I have no clue. Never heard of this line. Get ready for money, Mudge says, as the passenger train immediately gives us money. How much money do we have, by the way? Oh, only $838. Never mind. Boring. 0 to 10. I want a refund. I love the New York Elevated Railway. Something very commuter-focused would be fun. Oh, yes. A commuter-focused railway would be awesome. Dude, I would love to see the Long Island Railroad. I feel like that would be a fun one to do, maybe with some modifications, you know, to make like the ends of the lines a little bit smaller and the big passenger stations to compensate for how many trains you'd more realistically be running at any given time. But like have some commuter traffic with like freight, just some light mainline freight and switching thrown in. Standard gauge, and they had 1870s/80s 440s pulling 4 loaded cars up at 20% at 80 to 90. What? Excuse me? Alright, it looks like we're going to have one train ready to return to Whittier here in a minute. Keep ignoring the Long Island in favor of the bowel and... Wait, no, that's not the bowel movement. That's the Boston and Maine. What am I doing? The bowel and movement. Ah, yes, my favorite railroad. What's your opinion on Robert Downey Jr. coming back to the MCU, but not as Iron Man? I don't really pay attention to the MCU. I'm not much of a moviegoer person. Boston and Maine fans officially offended. Let's go. That's another one off the bingo card, boys. We've offended somebody today. All is good in the world. We were able to piss somebody off. I was going to model the Port of Tillamook Bay because SP is my favorite railroad, and I know it never happened, but Branch Line Daylight. Dude, it would be so awesome if the Oregon Rail Heritage Foundation could actually get, like, the rights to run on that short bit of the Port of Tillamook Bay that's not destroyed yet, and just have excursion trains winding through those hills. Oh, then I offended the Boston and Maine fans too. I thought the B&M was Baltimore and Maryland. There's a mod being made that has a CNO H62662. Yeah, so I think that was brought up 3 weeks ago last time we played. I'm totally planning on adding it. Because that'll be like the perfect engine for cold drags, you know? Especially if we actually expand out to Silva. And we just have a 2662 running the whole flipping way up to Alarka Junction into Robinson's Gap. That'd be so cool. That'd be so awesome. There's also a JNR D51 in the works, one of the Korean standard gauge ones. Yeah, I was about to mention, wait a minute, a Japanese National Railways engine? What do you mean? Isn't that narrow gauge? Okay, no, that makes sense. H6 is weaker than the F71, so yeah, but it looks cool. Or you could just PSR it and put everything out of the interchange behind it. Ah, yes, let me go ahead and grab all 151 cars. 44, 49, and 700 are way too big for that line. Why? Because of weight limits or turning radius? Also, isn't the Oregon Coast Scenic Railroad, like, don't they now own an articulated Sierra number 38? Asking if you saw the fan art I made that I put in the Discord. Yeah, the one you put in general, I think it was, right? You know, before I start pulling this train, I should actually figure out where the heck I'm going with it. That would be a smart move. Got 2 cars for steam and electricity. 3 cars for steam and electricity. These are from Miller Electronics. Where the heck is Miller? Okay, this is Miller. Smoky Mountain Mining Supply R2. Yep, that track. R1, that track. Then we have 2 cars to Appalachia Textiles. Okay, okay. You think Tiny is a good name for a T-boiler Shea and Rares line? Yes, I do. I think that's a cute little name. This is a stir-approved title. Oop, wrong direction. Oregon Coast Scenic owns a 2662, but also that's their track and their problem to maintain. Yeah, I can imagine how much of a headache it would be. But can you imagine having the Sierra 38 actually running on that line? Dude, that'd be so flippin' awesome. I'd love to see that. There's a mod being made that is a Virginian AE. Yes, yes, the AE is one that we've been memeing about for a little bit because, oh my god, that thing is going to be so overkill. Apparently, it can pull like 1,200 pounds of stuff up to the grade between Nantahala and Tops and Upper Red Marble, which is just that's so absurd. Raise your hand if you're still gonna have to double head the AE. Fortunately, I don't have to raise my hand. I know I'm gonna be safe. I know I'm gonna be fine. What is your guys' meme pick for an engine mob? I think mine is Brunton's Mechanical Traveler. The pistons don't drive the wheels, they drive mechanical legs. What? Excuse me? Wait, so you're telling me that engine is a spider on wheels? Meme pick the Crampton to 4-2. No, if you need a meme pick, we'll go for one of those high speed trains they have in Spain that can actually change track gauge. And Charles, is that you? God, you know, for Halloween this year we're gonna have to do the hardcore mode of that game. High-speed rail and variable gauge together just sounds like death to me. They only swap out when the train is not in motion. They re-gauge in like the station or whatever. The Dewey oscillating cylinder loco. It has no valve gear. The cylinders rotate, and that uncovers a port to let steam into the piston. Sometimes you had to get out and push it to get it to go the way you wanted. Efficiency. Whoa, 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 whoa. How did we get a hot box already? Dang, at 36% we got a hot box? That's kind of impressive, I'm gonna be honest. How do we, how do we kill the hotbox? Do I just have to sit here and wait patiently? Hotboxes can happen at any percent, but the lowest probability is at 100. Okay, okay. Hotboxes need to go to a service yard. Welp. Radio. How many times are you gonna derail this stream? You really have been cursed today, huh? Derailment prediction over/under 2. Oh, we're already over 2. We're at like 4. 4 cars derailed, 3 derailments total. The hot box on that oil car was at 17% oil. I filled it up because I thought that would fix it. Well, to the sheds that sucker goes. Surprised it's been like that all this time. It was hotbox when I put it in the yard for you to grab. I mean, the fact is, it stays hotboxed until you put it to the rip track, so... Nobody checked number 2's health. See, this is exactly why we bought like 700 engines. This is why we bought the big engines, because we knew somebody was going to immediately destroy them. And it's not a question of who was going to destroy them, it's a question of when the act of God was going to spite us. You can see hotboxes being able to be fixed in stew, so long as your train has a caboose in it where spare bits are stored. I think that'd be a good way to handle things, actually. Having it where as long as you have a caboose, you just have to wait like a minute and then the hot box can be fixed. I want a water bucket to fix hot boxes. We need a crowbar to remove the damn hippie from the hotbox. Just remember, okay, actually, important question, chat. If you're hotboxing an air conditioner, is that a cold box or is it a hot box? Or is it just a lukewarm box? I forgot both these engines have the same whistle. This whistle sounds small in the S51. Don't worry, it's I can make it worse. You want a Virginian Truckee one chime? Oh gods, he's taking all the cars out of the yard. Just make sure they're split up into 2 trains. Chaotic neutral hotbox. Neutral box. Neutral box sounds kind of boring though. It sounds like a really bad YouTube channel name. Give me a Stanier hooter. Try out the C&O hooter. I don't know if we have the C&O hooter. There we go. Much better. You're welcome, Mudge. Just remember to leave some for the other train. We got 2 trains to head back to Whittier at some point. You're welcome. Where is this? I don't recognize this. This is West Bryson. Don't ask why I'm changing his whistle every 5 minutes. I just think it's funny. Have you thought of pre-ordering the Lego Bricklink designer programming logging railway set? I have, but money. Guessing this was modded. Yes, this is modded. Appalachia Hardwoods is right over here. And you can see the bridge that crosses the main line back here, so you can sort of see... You can sort of get your bearings based on all this, right? So then it adds this little industry right here. I think this is Appalachia Textiles. Then this is like some... What is this place? Smoky Mountain Mining Supply. There's a little coal company over on the other side of the river with some boxcars for tools or something, and an actual coal power plant over here. There's a little chemical company, and last but certainly, actually probably at least, Miller Electronics. Adds a whole bunch, this sort of chaotic switching environment. And it adds just, I like it because it adds like the perfect amount of switching for Bryson. Because Bryson really doesn't feel like it feels like it's supposed to be the main hub of the railroad, but there's no reason for it to be, you know? DM and I are Yellowstones would be OP. Well, we've got the Virginian AEs coming in. If you want OP, just go for those suckers. I can't get my bearings. There's no Timken store. God, could you imagine if there was like a modern day equivalent of like a gift shop, but for Timken? We got a lot of trains in the region, huh? Let me get out of your hair, uno momento. Oh, you're taking that track. Okay, I see how it is. Never mind, I don't have anything to worry about. Sick idea for headphones. Timken axle covers and a journal bearing for that. Ooh, that would be fun. The only reason in vanilla it could and would be so big is if Bryson is the biggest town on the map, and right now there's a whole 9 buildings! Yippee! I think the main reason to have Bryson as this yard is to have a sort of central point. Like, a central terminal for the railroad. But, I feel like it just makes more sense to have more industries over here. And I like the... I like things this way. Because it gives us stuff to do. You got a hotbox? Oh, trust me, I have very much noticed. Why do you think I'm running slow? I'm bringing this down to the rip track so that we can get it repaired. Is that a pickup line? Don't get me started. Don't give me ideas. Dillsboro is larger in reality or in game? Because in game, no, it's not. Ask a girl in Paris if she's French, then tell her you fill for her. Nah, but you can do better than that. Baby, are you French? Because you seem like the type to surrender in bed. Blame TK for that one. The longest track excluding the 2 through lines is like 26 at Bryson, and it's like 30 at Dillsboro. Look, the yard isn't everything to both towns. Slightly larger, actually, because it's on a curve and has 3 through lines. Yeah, but the town itself, no, it's not bigger. Maybe the capacity for the yard is, but the capacity here in Bryson overall doesn't even come close, you know? Most of us are going to hell, just saying, but the train convention would be lit. That's right, it would be lit on fire. There'd be a massive boiler explosion and everybody would die. It'd be awesome. It'd be like one last fireworks show. It's hard to determine town size when most towns are just a train station and nearby industries. Well, there's also the roads, but most importantly, this is actually based on a real-world counterpart, so you can kind of base the town sizes off of that. Like, check the real-world map and see where things are. The town of Hell, Michigan got sold and renamed to Gay Hell? I recall correctly, Dillsboro IRL doesn't have that yard. Yeah, I think Dillsboro's yard is sort of a fictional one as a concession to gameplay. That was easy. Devs are adding more buildings before the update. Oh, 1.0 is coming at the end of the year. Let's go. Let's go. That's exciting. Belgian quadruplex locomotive with a tractive effort of 275,000 pounds of tractive effort. Just wait until the game adds what's it called? Adds that one Chinese locomotive. Put the oil back in the journal. Damaged cars use oil way quicker. No, it's 100% oiled. What are you talking about? Maybe they do use oil quicker, but like I've set things up so that the amount of oil used is only 30% of that of the base game. It's only a guess? Aw, dang. That's sad. Oh well. DDA 40X and Railroader when? Exactly. When are we gonna get... we clearly need it for Red Marble. What else would we need it for? It was 0% on the repair track UI bug? Are you sure? Hold on. How were you able to see it at 0% while I was on the repair track? Because I don't think I was hovering over those. Strange. Weird. It was the car fill level. Ah, yes, exact same thing right here. We have no oil. I mean, yeah, we do have no oil. We also have no chemicals. I don't know what this is supposed to hold. It's nose to tail a pair of GP38s, and you basically have a DDA 40. Tail to tail. Nah, what you gotta do is nose to nose. Pacific Fruit Express ripping along with 2X DDA 40s and an SD Fast 40 lash up. Yes, let's have those old 40-foot wooden reefers with people actually loading ice into them, and we just have ourselves an SD40-2 pulling the entire train. Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm not a moron. Nose to exhaust stack. Don't ask how it's that well balanced. Yeah, hold on. Let me put my steam engine in the coal bunker of the steam engine before it. Whole Fruit Express deal reminds me of how we need cab forwards in the game. Cab forward would be fun, like just get ourselves a good old SP 4882. And yes, reefer cars with the caveat of needing loaded with goods and ice. Sadly, cars can only carry one load at a time. No. Maybe, though, there could be a mod that basically treats ice as a separate sort of, like, oil bearing, where the more you run, the more it's depleted. That could be a way to do it. Union Pacific re-geared a cut of SD40s, specifically to run on the Pacific Fruit Express trains and not fry between the DDs and their high gear. Here's a question for you. How much tractive effort does a modern US diesel have? I don't know. The best I know about locomotives and tractive effort is various random narrow gauge locomotives. Just have a giant block of ice on a flatbed and hollow it out into a boxcar and put the fruit in there. Caveman solutions. I think SD40s are around 60k tractive effort, aces are around 80k. God. You mentioning that just reminds me, maybe we really do need to make a mod that nerfs the diesels. It puts them in their place. Good lord. Only 60k pounds of tractive effort? What is this single Ela house car doing? Where is it going? Is somebody trying to sneak that on the back of the passenger train? Oh no, okay, okay, I see what's going on here. Never mind. I was spitballing and was way low. I mean, I think the thing is that the tractive effort represented in game, it really only represents how much tractive effort they would have at low speeds. I think I'm desynced. Oh, do you not? Wait. What do you see in your end? Number 5 is showing still moving wheels. Uh-oh. An RS3 has 60k start. Exactly, exactly. Like, it's starting and continuous. So maybe it is 60,000 continuous. The darker ballast really does make the yard look better. Yes, it really does. It really helps. Stop for a few Z. Why does it stop for a few Z? Excuse me. Oh, that's why it stopped for a few Z. I see. Steam engine will pull a train it can't start, and a diesel will start a train it can't pull. That was just a saying from back in the way. Day. Sounds about right. Which is why, in the modern era, the best form of traction is to buy both a steam engine and a diesel and hook them up back to back. Why do you think so many excursion railroads do them? That. Hello, Alex. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Seeing a sus lack of GP38s on this road. Isn't there something like the GP38s require you to manually install, like hard install into the game? But yeah, no, we don't have modern diesel power. That's for the other railroad that we have. Actually, it would be kind of funny to turn the the Western Highland Coal Company. Turn that into a modern era dieselized railroad. Dev fixed the GP. Oh, GP38 uses Unity Mod Manager. Hey, that's nice to know. Glad to hear that was fixed. In truth, the diesel on most steam excursions is to provide head-end power for the consist, not help the steamer. Oh, I'm aware, but I still just think that it's it's funny to imagine that the entire reason that they're running diesel and steam isn't because of the head-end power stuff, but is very, very specifically because the diesel hauls, or the diesel starts and the steam engine hauls. Heyo, Colorado, welcome to the stream, welcome to the stream. The biggest addition of the new update is hotboxes. Speaking of which, I'm gonna have to oil some bearings soon. B-Man is killing it. Eventually the GP38 will wake you up in time for work and make you breakfast. It'll also secretly become your wife. You'll never notice. It'll be so clean and so smooth with the transition. GP38 housewife. Yeah, it's got a maid costume. They'll install an actual AI on it, and it'll tell you how to run the railroad better. Exactly. It'll be a manager, it'll be your waifu, it'll be everything you ever need. Except for legitimate emotional support. It'll ghost you when you try and get that. That's part of the paid subscription. When do we get a PNG with a maid costume? You know, if somebody got enough funding, we would probably actually be able to convince the artist to redraw the PNG tuber, except specifically with a maid costume. Terrible idea. It'd have to debut on my birthday. Speaking of which, God, my birthday's already coming up? How is the year gone by so flipping fast? We aren't ready for train waifus. The gacha earnings would outpace actual railways. Don't give me any ideas, man. I don't need to be promoting a Raid Shadow Legends ripoff that's just trains Shadow Legends. Stirs descent in becoming the most scummy YouTuber known to man over just train waifus. Coming next year, Azure Lane, but trains. Green Line, all your favorite trains as anime waifu. Totally didn't steal assets and art from other people actively. Didn't rip off our artists to try and make this happen. Have you played today's sponsor, Rails Shadow Legends? Oh, that's such a good one. That's such a good pun. I love that. Could do with a waifu as much as I hate to admit it. New channel mascot. We gotta make this new channel mascot as generically appealing as possible. So we have to, it has to be mildly furry, but it can't be completely furry. If it's completely furry, you're gonna turn away more people. So it's gotta be a cat girl. It has to be a cat girl conductor. Um, God. New channel mascot. Just look at Chessie. Exactly. Turn Chessie into a cat girl. There's one pick you need for your streams. A pick of you typing furiously. Oh, speaking of typing on my keyboard, another stream subject to bring up. We might actually be getting a replacement microphone soon. Fox girl over cat girl. I can't believe I just typed that and meant it. Oh, good. A man of culture. Just notice something rarer needs Alcos. Oh, absolutely. Isn't there the RS3 mod currently being built, though? I know it's a mod, but that thing looks sick, and I'm totally adding it to the game once it's released. 1000% getting an RS3. I gotta go. Alright, take care, Jack. Take care. Thanks for tuning in for a bit. See you probably on Friday, because we might actually be returning to Friday streams soon, because now we have Derail Valley and we've got the occasional actual just straight up ON30 operating session stuff. We're Sabri had the secret opinions of everyone in chat with this one. Yeah, everybody list your fursona. Whichever one is the most popular will be the determining factor for what our for what our new mascot for the channel is. Who needs Alcos when you can have a railroad of just RF-16 Sharks? Man, there's so many cool transition era diesels that would really fit in with the Railroader vibe, huh? T-Rex with a little engineer hat. See, I'm out here, and Splatoon 2's Octo expansion, they had a conductor that was a sea cucumber. If I had to choose a fursona, that would not be my pick, but if I had to choose specifically on the basis of a channel mascot, it would be. What's a fursona? You don't know what a fursona is? You lucky dog. Well, I guess... Okay. Dog is a poor choice of words under the circumstances, but... Too bad already has it. Oh god, is this gonna be like explaining to my father what a furry was? I say, but actually explaining to my father was pretty easy to do, I'm not gonna lie. He was surprisingly able to understand for his age. Actually, friends with the guy who designed the conductor for Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, you know, I need to play that. It's been out for how long now? I guess I've not really been much of a Sonic fan in my life, though. I've been more of a Mario and Kirby fanboy. What? Oh, that's 19 cars to East Whittier interchange. I saw Appalachia Hardwoods, $1,300. Yeah, no, that's not. That's not what was going on there. Nope, nope, nope. I'm just blind. I'm stupid. All right, and I think that's everything in West Bryson for the day, at least for now. Oh no, it's definitely not. I'll leave you to that though. Mudge, I am going to abandon ship and I'm going to go work on the log hauls, log drags. Do more Mario impressions. I'm so sad that we lost the voice lines of me building and Walker and just saying the most unhinged things possible. Debating on which one I want for more forever. Thomas or Little Critter? Personally, I'd go for Little Critter. I don't know what Little Critter is, but I would go for Little Critter. eBay's chirping at me, telling me I want more trains I should not have bought. I bid on something recently, but unfortunately I didn't win. I was hoping to get an outside frame 440, but game crashed. Thankfully, everything was an emergency when I crashed. Okay, good. No damage today. No emotional derailments. Can I post a link? I am not opposed to links being posted. However, YouTube very much is and does not allow links to be posted in chat. So if you want to post a link, it's going to have to be on the Discord. This is also this, but also simultaneously convincing myself I don't need a girlfriend. Not after theorizing that there's a reason my crush has two heart-shaped rings on her finger, and then she and a friend group don't come to summer camp. I wonder why. God, that's such a crushing feeling. Plenty of physical... What even would be an emotional derailment? Would it be like a really bad telling of a play where a character derails and instantly dies and everybody has to cry at their funeral? Yeah, the DSP tractor. I've seen this mod before. This janky little thing. With 20,000 pounds of tractive effort somehow. Somehow. Discord just now sent me the ping for the stream. Wait, really? Discord, not YouTube? Because YouTube's usually the one who's late. How did Discord only send you the ping for the stream now? God, these online services are just terrible at actually notifying people when we're live. For me, it's like, I need an EP5 in HO, then I need a boyfriend, then what guy is gonna want someone that owns a $400 toy trade, then I need an interurban car. I would say that's a mood, aside from the fact where I've answered that question. I've answered the question of what kind of person would want to be in a relationship with a train nerd. Hello, Pop. I was like, is that Holly? No, that's definitely not Holly, huh? Listen, I don't know how I got so like, dude, you rolled a natural 20 on that, man. Wait, this is live? Secretly, no, this is a pre-recorded live stream, and all of you, I went back and I time traveled specifically so I could set this all up to fool you all. I'm just happy my wife is willing to tolerate it. This talk about crushes is reminding me of my own situation with someone special to me and my sad, likely false hopes. That's always so painful. But hey, you can always test the waters. You can make sort of jokey, self-deprecating comments and see how they react to them. Hey, I lined it up first try, let's go. Finally joined the Discord. Hey, welcome to the crew, welcome to the crew. Now you can see the terrible memes we post throughout the week about the horrible locomotives that we find on the internet, like the 482 with box drivers, and with what's the other type of drivers called? Spoked drivers, whatever these are called. I can't remember. My brain can't recall. Mudge. Mudge. That was a hard donk. I'm in at least 3 auto and furry Discord servers. There are no terrible memes anymore. Desensitized to the internet. Or that. What about the 1894 Ford like a given skull and discs? I don't know what skull and discs even are. Oh, good God, why is this whistle so deep? Gotta make dinner. No worries, Mudge, no worries. Go get food. Oh, wait, hold on. Who put this engine over here in the first place? Are diesels really so OP that 38 is crawling up west out of Nantahala with just 5 loaded coal cars? They might not be, but I don't know if the game appropriately adjusts their tractive effort according to their speed. Or whatever it is. Heyo, Charlie, welcome to the stream, welcome to the stream. Diesel Sim doesn't work in game right now, dang. This is so sad. Can we hit 50 likes? You know, every time I say that, I don't mean that to be like, hey, boys, like and subscribe, her. No, I'm just commenting that because it's some old stupid meme from like 2016 that I keep thinking of. A Burke would be doing 35, like, bish, this is all you got with how heavy are the loaded hoppers? How heavy is your train, Wes? Gotta head out. Ooh, fishing. Fishing sounds fun. Enjoy fishing, JHR. Have a good time. Or else. Enjoy yourself. Or I will personally come to your house at 5 a.m. and recreate one of those really bad YouTube videos of visiting a McDonald's. Oh, what the? Why is this set for the yard track and not the main? That's strange. Weird. Train game will add railroad crossing signals soon, right? We've already got railroad crossing signals. Right here. I mean, I guess they don't actually have the signal part, but we have railroad crossing signage. $526 and the Loco is 149 of that. I think the Berkshire would be going way slower than the GP38 at that sort of rate. Because you have to remember, the Virginian AE can only do twice that. Was using the yard lead so as to not block the main. Nah, no worries, no worries. That does make sense. That is fair. Actually using the yard lead, though? What sacrilege is this? Remember, y'all, this was a branch line masquerading as a big railroad. I just love the idea of somebody holding over just this really bad mask over a bit. Like, here's a brochure for the railroad, and then they're just holding up one of those masquerade masks that says, "We are a big railroad, please respect us. Please do business with the big railroad." Branch. Cars are you pushing gondolas? I don't think I have the different ballast changes mod installed. Yeah, the ballast changes might be causing some issues, Nina. It's the custom mod that we have. And it does actually adjust a couple of track placements just ever so slightly, so that might be screwing with things. Out of room in Whittier Yard. Hey, let's go. We're gonna have to schedule an interchange at 2 p.m. Carrying scrap metal? No, we're not carrying anything. These cars are empty. What we're carrying is hopes and dreams. Alright, we're getting pretty slow with this haul. What the heck? I mean, I know that we're pushing up a pretty good amount of cars up a pretty steep hill here, but like... Wow, we're slowing down. Excuse me, God. Why is it that this happens all the time that I'm streaming? Where is this train heading? It's heading to Walker. Isn't the best setting for the reverse at 40%? I remember seeing that somewhere and it seems to work for me. I think it can be sometimes. Huh. Well, I guess the train did speed up there for a second. That might just be due to grades, though. Hold on, let's see. How's the hill looking? Oh, no, it's definitely not to grades. Could be. Could be that 40% is the best way to go. I said, bless you, Charlie. Sometimes I don't read aloud messages in chat. That doesn't mean that I haven't read them. It just means that I'm not responding to them because I don't always have a response. Especially when people actually go out of their way to repeat messages. Like, bro, I've seen most of the things that people send me. I don't need to be reminded, hey, yo, read my message, read my message. I'll respond if I need to, but most of the time I don't. If I ever make any sort of parody of Railroader in any form, YouTube poop, animation, etc., I want to call it Choo Choo Trainer. You can make a really good YouTube poop out of like a tutorial series for this game. The brown ballast looks so good. I wish we could have a mod that changes the track's ballast color from white to brown. Honestly, that's sort of what we've been working on recently, except specifically it's only been for non-mainline tracks. We've made it so the mainline remains silvery white, and that these sort of branch lines, like Walker and like up in Alarka, not the Alarka branch, but like up here where the mines are and like the industries over here. I actually made that into a little mod. So industrial setting / places. Yep, exactly. That's what we've done. The only problem with it, though, so far, is in Alarka. We accidentally screwed up some of these tracks. Like this one right here for L. Smith Machining. The way we adjusted it, it no longer registers this as an industry track. And same thing over here with the Alarka Fuel R1 track. So we're gonna have to fix that sometime. We'll do that off stream though. The only unfortunate part is that certain, still getting a message of game expected as 1.8.0. Maybe you need to actually go to Railloader's website and, like, update, Railloader. Those cars could be unloading forever. Nah. It specifically mentions, or says, I guess. Like, you know how the track actually, like, highlights if you hover over this? Well, when we hover over this, the track doesn't highlight. And we had some issues earlier today where the game specifically said, hey, yo, these cars are no longer in the right positions. Please replace them. So we've had a little bit of a struggle. Little bit of pain. Oh god. Ow. Ah. Stupid flipping sneezes, dude. What is my life coming to? Allergies are real. They are! They're not some weird hoax. And they are a pain. I hate these. You know, it's kind of funny that we have so many cars specifically going to Walker Upper Logs. Like, isn't it by default that you can only fit like 4 cars at a time? Or 8 cars up there at once? I remember when we were running this on Tier 3, we had to split it so less cars were going to the upper logs and more cars were going to lower. Or something like that. And yet here we are with 6 cars to upper logs and only 2 to lower. Which, let me just double check. We can actually do that, right? This is acceptable, right? 12 cars per day, 20 cars per day. Let's do the math. Let's do the math. 20 times 3 over 12. Oh, wait. Okay, I think the math is screwed up, and we're supposed to actually have 3 cars on lower logs and 5 cars on upper. We might have to change one of the waybills on one of these cars. Until the logging cars came out, I just stuck to Connolly Creek for my log supply, but with these log cars now, I use both Connolly Creek and Walker to supply the lumber mill. Yeah, that's entirely fair. Because previously, I think it was just too much of a hassle to get stuff done. If you were doing Walker all the way to, doing Walker all the way to the sawmill, but I don't know, something's better with these smaller cars in my opinion. My missing flat cars just appeared at the smelter, which makes no sense because my train was running to the coal mine when it vanished, and I have no track direct from smelter to coal mine. Secretly, Hero Brian has joined your game, and Hero Brian very specifically wanted to, wanted to startle you by stealing a flat car. It's more of those skeleton log flats that looked out of place on the main line from Walker to the mill. Yeah, for me, it was a mixture of looking out of place and a little bit of they were just too annoying to do because it was only holding 3 logs per car, and trying to fit it all in Walker was a pain in the butt. Also, trying to fit it all in the sawmill was a pain in the butt. I've returned with grilled cheese. You're making me hungry. I have 1 slice of pizza left behind me, and I want to eat it now. Sawmill lead can hold 12. Yeah, it can hold 12, but the sawmill at tier 5 requires a total of 30 cars a day. Probably I was going to use Connolly for the wood. The Walker people can export their shipments of logs by hot air balloon or something. I don't know. I don't care about him. I think another thing that helps to make Walker tolerable is multiplayer. Because it means that you like one person does the step for Walker, one person does the step for the main line, and one person does the step for the sawmill. Or maybe one person does the main line and the sawmill, but splitting it up a little bit helps just to make it feel a little more diverse, you know. Is good. Is good. I think we can fit 3 cars per track, right? Yeah, okay, perfect. Got the sawmill up to tier 5 the other day. I run 1 8-car train to L2, then 7 cars to L3, and 5 to L1. Have the L3 cars to run down with the L1, then grab the L2 set and repeat. Seems to work well so far. my brain cannot fully follow. I feel like I'd understand better if I actually still ran Connolly. Alright, what else is there to do today? Hold on. Put engine number 4 back in the sheds, I guess. We even left her out here. What's she doing over by the coaling tower? I await the day where we get some ambient sounds as we arrive at an industry, like the sounds of axes and chainsaws at a logging camp and the sound of pickaxes on rock at the copper and coal mines. That'd be cool. That'd be fun. Why the heck did this not line up properly? Did I really just not line up the turntable at all? Did I line up one rail to the wrong rail? God, I'm smart. I know what I'm doing. This is gonna use it for Walker because why not? That's fair. That's fair. But haha, I beat you to Walker. How? Oh, there's a single car that needs to go to the East Whittier interchange over there. Oops. That thing's probably gonna empty out in less than a day. That thing's already emptied? Seriously? Wow. What the heck? Got all these Robinson Gap coal cars. How's Robinson Gap looking? Oh. Oh, Jesus. What the heck? Last time you were there, it was still unloading. Oh yeah, it was back when we started the day off. There's some room, not enough. Yeah, there is some room. You're absolutely correct. There's like 5 inches of space. So what are these cars doing? Oh, right, the interchange is full. I forgot about that. Is there any way to squeeze out like an inch of extra space, though? Oh yeah, there totally is. Still getting the same message after updating. West Bryson and the gold mine don't work. Did you make sure that you've actually updated the mods themselves? Because that might be important. That might be relevant. Yeah, take care, Nina. Take care. I think I might end stream a little early today, actually. I'm getting a bit hungry. And this might be an apt opportunity to do so because there's not actually too much left to do, you know. There's like filling up the interchange, making sure the coal drag is all set and good, and make sure Strange Customs is up to date and such. Oh, right, that's also true. That's also kind of important, isn't it? Alright, those engines don't need oiling. Because they're diesels. Holly's oiled. Holly's good. Wish we could right-click the siphon oil to make hot boxes happen more often. Hey, if it works, it works. God. Make it so all the train cars and somebody else's train has 0%. Just... the streams would be terrible. Everybody would be trolling each other. I enjoyed today's running session. Yeah, I've enjoyed it too. I think, though, with everything that's going on, maybe it's time to get an extension to the railroad. Maybe it's time to actually get a little further out next stream. Alright. We're gonna call it there. I will, as always, keep the world open for a little bit so that we can clean up and finish off some last things, because good God, the interchange is going to be a headache today. And we also have a couple of engines that still need to be repaired. I know you guys can barely see that, but... Thank you all for joining. Today has been fun, and I will see you on Friday for, maybe Derail Valley? Maybe, what's the other game? Not game, sorry. Maybe modeling? We'll find out. There's only one way. There's only one way to find out, and that's to see what mood I'm in on the day. Thank you all for tuning in. Cheers, everybody.